A beautiful day in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oracle Arena, where the Western Conference semifinals begins. Game one between the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets. A series that many have been hoping for and waiting for. A rematch of last year's conference finals, where the Warriors won in Game 7 on their way to their second consecutive NBA championship. Stay with Durant there and picks up the foul. We'll take a break. And just under 3 to play. Rockets shooting poorly, but lead by 1. Who is taking control is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Kevin Durant is trying Mark, but P.J. Tucker doing a good job stopping him.
Well, doing similar to what Patrick Beverley did in the previous series, being aggressive, meeting him early. But talk about size and strength. He's bigger and stronger than Beverley. The ability to get Kevin Durant off of his sweet spot, and then you can play that defense and he can light you up, but it gives you a chance.
P.J. Tucker, one of Mike D'Antoni's favorite players, his 8th year in the league. The last 7 years he's played in the NBA. He's the most durable player in the league. Golden State ends the first quarter with 10 straight points. Kevin Durant, coming off that 50-point masterpiece on Game 6 against the Clippers, knocks it down, and Golden State leads by 9. Who's Delivering is brought to you by DoorDash, and it's Draymond Green.
Draymond Green setting the tone early. Good job of being aggressive and making plays on both ends of the floor.
And Looney, good slip there for a bucket, and then another slip for a dunk.
This presentation of the NBA playoffs continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations. And a timeout called. We got a wild one here in Game 1. Tempers flaring early. And once again, Thompson with contact on the three-point attempt. A 7-point lead for Golden State.
Inefficient in the first half. But also, there's a play that Kobe Bryant once called Jalen Rose, and he made it a verb. This is when you take away the space of a shooter and they can't land properly. It looks like Klay Thompson has done that to James Harden 3 times in the first half, and this guy understands how to play through contests. My favorite NBA stat.
A triple-double. There you go, Draymond, throughout the playoffs. American Express card members get 32% off at NBAstore.com. That's the following day. You can learn more at NBAstore.com/Amex32. Kevin Durant, very quietly, the 11 points.
Happy birthday, Jeannie Rose. I love you. I'll be in the D tomorrow.
And Leroy Jenkins.
Original House of Pancakes on me.
A little action on that, sir.
Houston Rockets took 28 threes. Most ever in a half in playoff history. They didn't make 28. They just took 28. Second half coming back.
This presentation of the NBA Playoffs Conference Semifinals, presented by Wells Fargo, will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
What the Warriors want to do is off of makes or misses. They want to push the basketball because of the Rockets spacing offensively. It's acceptable to being scored on in transition. Good defense, good toss ahead, good finish.
Player Spotlight brought to you by Gillette Skin Guard. Kevin Durant in the third quarter.
We've seen this movie before. Kevin Durant's ability to get the basketball and make plays, to finish the dirt one-legged. Knockdown shot, 15 big points in the third.
This presentation of the NBA playoffs continues after this message and a word from our ABC station.
Both teams are trying to get favorable matchups and then drive those matchups. You look here, Harden against Curry. Curry could probably be a little bit more square. Durant could be more active, but they're trying to search fouls. And then Curry blows by House, and this is the one that you can't give up. The semi-transition after a make, trotting back, open driving gaps, and as the great Gordy Chiesa said, horses trot, winners sprint.
Been waiting for a shout out.
Gordon, meanwhile, the 30-year-old in his 11th year in the league. He's 6'4", 215. He's a tank. For Golden State, another timeout with 3:40 remaining.
I don't care what your game plan is. Sometimes greatness will outdo it. You look as a defensive play against Kevin Durant. Look over at your coach and say, it's just not working. We got to do something else. This is a bad man.
What you gonna do? Do you want to get out?
Just over 3.5 remaining here in game one, fourth quarter from Oakland. Kevin Durant with another explosive game with 31 coming off his 50-point game in the clincher Friday night. He had 45 in game 5 of that series, had 38, 33 in the previous 2. Remember, it was game 2 of the opening round. He fouled out and he had more turnovers than field goal attempts. Since then, he has been absolutely dominant. The step back and Golden State the 3-point advantage.
Back at Oracle, Warriors up 5. Steph Curry, huge shot. They scratched the game plan on the finishing results of going to Durant. And Curry says, nay, no. Knocks down the shot, do that dance. Spectacular execution. Putting the ball in the hands of Curry against Nene, and he delivers.
And people say, why was he in there? Well, they had given up 2 offensive rebounds on the 2 previous possessions.
Which will either have to come up with a steal or foul. Harden now with 35 points. Thompson guarding against the 3. Harden took advantage, scores quickly. Warriors ball when we come back. Thrilling game. Full post-game coverage with Michelle Beadle, Jalen Rose, Chauncey Billups, and Paul Pierce. Again on ESPN2 after the buzzer. So Golden State takes a 1-0 lead in this best-of-7 series. Denver and Portland will start tomorrow night in Denver, that on TNT. Final score, the Warriors 104 and the Rockets 100. For producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, our outstanding ABC crew. Of course, for Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, and Doris Burke. Mike Breen reminding you, ABC World News Tonight is next on most of these stations, except on the West Coast. And thanks once again for watching ABC, home of the NBA Finals.